Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2023 WDF Lakeside World Championships draw, brought to you by Quiff, Windmill and ANG Travel. I've been joined by two legends of the game. I've got the 10-time world champion, the Golden Girl, Trina Gulliver, and the 2015 Lakeside World Champion, Scott Mitchell. Welcome, guys. How are we?
Good, thank you. Yeah.
Good. You okay,
all good.
Scott?
Yeah, absolutely
good.
Brilliant. Yeah, looking
This
forward
is
to
a repeat of last year, the 2022 draw. You guys were here as well and did a fantastic job. So look, we stuck with the tried and tested, right? So
well, I'm not sure all the players would agree with that, but yeah,
We shall see.
we will. I'll tell you what. To get things started, break the ice a little bit. We've got 30 men that are debutants at the tournament this year, and we've got 8 ladies that are debutants. So if I can take you back as debutants, how did you feel when you first sort of walked in the Lakeside, and how did you play the start with Trina?
Well, the first time for us was the actual first Women's World Championship.
Of
so,
course.
So it's very special. And there's only 4 players in it then. So there was myself, Frances Honsler, Maddie Solomons, and Chrissy Howard, now Manley.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a very special. That's where this all started off. So that's always a very special moment.
And
for
something
us.
you've been trying to push as a
Yeah,
in the ladies
absolutely.
as
Ever
well.
since, it's we tried to get our own world championship for a long time, and it finally come along with a few discussions with the then BDO.
Yep.
And so yeah, it's to get that in the calendar was very important, and now the game's just gone from strength to strength.
Brilliant. Yeah, 24 players this year. Scott, then go on then. How was your debut? How did you find it?
I'm kind of the fan that made it as a dart player, so I'd been there as a fan. So the whole aura of the place, I knew about it and how great it was. But when I walked out on that first walkout, I was in no control of my hands or my legs. I felt like a Thunderbird puppet, and I didn't know what to do with my hands, whether to walk out, how to do it. I was just in total awe of the place. And
you had the Scotty dogs as well, didn't you? Was that
yes.
the debut?
Yeah. So it was just one of those. I tried to do that to take my mind off the nerves.
Yeah.
That was the whole idea of that in the first place.
Brilliant.
Give something else to think about. But just iconic place and an amazing thing to do.
Fantastic. So now we've scared the 38 debutantes in it, and of course the youth as well. The 4 boys and the 2 girls are going to be debutants. So 38 plus 4 plus 2 is about 44. If my maths is anywhere near right, 44
It should be.
debutants.
Your maths should be good.
It should be. You're right. Okay, let's go to the other end of the scale then. So, question for you: who do you think is the lady that has played in the most world championships, or that's there this year? Because obviously, the ones that are there this year. Because otherwise, it would have been yourself, right?
I'd say Dieter.
Scott?
Yeah, I'd say Dieter or Lorraine.
It is Dieter, and then Lorraine. You're right. Well done. I'm impressed. Now let's do it for the men, because this will be different. I'll tell you what. When we go from here, I'll get the dinner in. If either of you can guess the man that has been to the most world championships.
I'm trying to think who was around when I started.
Ah, right.
And
Go
you
on then.
started before me, so trying to think who's still around now.
Go on then, guys.
Dave Prince.
Are you looking at my notes?
No, why is that right?
Honestly, that is unbelievable. That is true.
Dinner around then, kid.
yeah,
I wouldn't have said that. I'd have said Mark Borelli.
Oh, you've got the second place. So
Oh, right,
Mark
okay.
has played 5 times at Lakeside and Dave's played 6. Oh, God.
That's going to cost you then.
That's going to cost me
Yeah.
the dinner. Right, I think we should move on. Right, let's get into the draw and move on from that. So the way the draw is going to work, we have 16 men's seeds. They will be drawn against a game between a player from the players ranked 17 through to 32, or a player ranked between 33 and 48, which are the games that we're going to draw now. Trina is going to draw the players ranked between 17 and 32. Scott between 33 and 48. I'll read out the seed. You do the draw. Let's see how it goes.
Okay.
I'll try.
Ready? Yeah. Let's go then. Our first player, and we're going to do it in bracket order. So the men's bracket starts with the number 1 seed, which is Andy Bartons, the Belgian. He's the Australian and Denmark Open champion, and he will play
Number 32.
number 32, which is Scott Marsh. Or Scott, your first ball, please. And then we're really getting into the swing of things.
Number 45.
Number 45 is the Pole Sebastian Bielecki. So that's the first game.
Made some enemies already.
Yeah, indeed. Second game is seed number 16, which is Gary Stone, the Romanian classic champion from Scotland, and he will play
Number 30.
number 30, which is Aaron Turner, or
Number 43.
number 43 is the Swede Ricky Naumann, who's the former Torshvan and Riga Open finalist. Seed number 8, Northern Ireland's the Daddy, Barry Copeland. He's the World Masters finalist, of course, and he will play
Number 21.
number 21, which is Johnny Tatter from New Zealand, or
Number 39.
number 39 is Scotland's Sean McDonald. So that's our third game. Number 9 seed, Mark Borelli from Scotland, Dutch Open finalist this year, of course, and he will play.
Number 20.
Number 20 is Hungary's Patrick Kovac. He's the Hungarian Masters, won it just this Sunday, so in form. Or
Number 38.
number 38, the American Jim Widmer, Captain America. On to number 4 seed, James Hurrell, the England captain.
Number 29.
29 is England's Jordan Brooks, the Scottish Open champion. Or
Number 36.
number 36, which is the Swede Dennis Nielsen, the former Riga Open champion. On to seed number 13, the Netherlands' Alexander Merckx.
Play number 18.
Will play number 18, which is Australia's Danny Porter, the Australian Masters champion. Or Scott.
Number 46.
It doesn't mean he's playing you, Scott. Well, I shouldn't say.
No, I wish it, yeah.
Number 46 is Arjen Konterman of the Netherlands. On to the number 5 seed, the current Windmill World Master Wesley Plaisir.
Play number 31.
Number 31 is, I don't want to say this, Davy Prinz, who's cost me dinner tonight. Or,
Number 44.
which is England's Rhys Coley, British Open champion, recently played for England in the World Cup. On to number 12 seed, Peter Machin, and Machy, who's won 3 WDF ranked titles in 2022.
Play number 26.
Which is England's James Richardson, Denmark Masters champion and British Classic champion formerly.
Number 48.
Or Austria's Christian Gödel, who was the World Championship qualifier. Now we move to the current world champion, Mr. Neil Duff. And Neil will play either,
Number 23.
which is Moreno Bloom of the Netherlands, the Budapest Classic champion, or
Number 41.
which is the Hungarian Gabor Takac, the former Swiss and Iceland Open champion. On to number 15 seed Martin Turner, who's the Welsh Open champion.
We'll play number 17.
And Martin will play number 17, which is Liam Mendel Lawrence from Germany. He's a Slovak, Swiss and Helvetia Open champion. Or
Number 35.
35 is the Welshman, Mike Gillett, who's been a semi-finalist at the Slovak Open and the British Open. On to seed number 7, which is Chris Landman, the countryman.
Number 25.
Number 25 is the first ever Slovenian to get to Lakeside, which is Benjamin Pratnamar. Or
Number 40.
the Scotsman Davy Kerwin, the Scottish Open semi-finalist. Then we move to number 10 seed Kai Fan Leung of Hong Kong.
Number 27.
We'll play number 27, which is the Swiss Thomas Junghans. Or
Number 42.
number 42 is the Englishman David Pallett, the former England Open champion. On to the former champion, the 2006 Lakeside World Champion, Jelle Klassen.
Number 19.
We'll play number 19, the Romanian Laszlo Kadar. Or
Number 34.
the Swede Edwin Torbjörnsson. Okay, number 14 seed Darren Johnson.
Number 24.
We'll play number 24, which is Anthony Allen of England. Or
Number 33.
33 is the Dutchman Denny Oldekolter, former Swedish Masters champion. 2 more seeds are awaiting their opponents. The next is number 6 seed, the American, I beg your pardon, Danny Lauby, who will play...
Number 28.
Number 28, which is Jamie Lewis. Or...
Number 47.
Number 47, which is the Netherlands, Jarno Bottenberg. So that leaves just the French touch. There's number 11 seed Thibaut Tricol, and he will play.
Number 22.
Which is the American Leonard Gates. Or, I'm hoping you're going to say
Number
37.
37.
37 is correct. He's the New Zealander Brian Corbett. So that completes the draw for the Men's World Championships. So we now move on to the ladies' draw for the 2023 WDF Lakeside World Championships, brought to you by Quiff, Windmill and A&G Travel. We have 8 ladies' seeds, and as we did with the men, Trina will draw the balls between 9 and 16, and Scott will draw 17 through to 24. Again, if my maths is correct, I hope that's right. And let's start. So we start, of course, with our number 1 seed, the Lakeside World Champion, Bo Greaves. And Bo will be playing against either...
Number 15.
Number 15 is Scotland's Lorraine Hyde.
Or number 22.
Or number 22, which is England's Laura Turner. There's a tie to start the ladies off with. Second seed, I beg your pardon, the second seed that we're going to draw is the number 8 seed, Anka Zylstra.
We'll play number 12.
Play either America's Paula Murphy.
Or number 24.
Or the Spaniard, the first Spaniard lady to get to Lakeside, Almudena Fajada. She's the World Masters finalist. On to the number 4 seed, Dieter Hedman.
Number 10.
And Dieter will be playing against the lady from the Netherlands, Aletta Vaya, or...
Number 19.
England's Paula Jacklin. The number 5 seed completes the top half. He's from Wales, and it's Rhian O'Sullivan. And Rhian will play...
Number 14.
Number 14, which is England's Suzanne Smith.
Or number 18.
Or number 18, which is the lady from New Zealand, Victoria Monaghan. Into the bottom half of the draw now. And the number 2 seed, Eileen de Graaf.
Number 13.
We'll play number 13, which is the New Zealander, Nicole Reino. Or...
Number 20.
Which is the Swede, Anna Forsmark, Northern Europe regional qualifier. Then on to Lorraine Winstanley, 2019 finalist.
Number 16.
We'll play either England's Jo Clements or...
Number 17.
Is the lady from Hungary, Veronika Ihas, who had that wonderful 164 outshot last year, the highest ladies outshot at Lakeside. On to the number 3 seed, the 4 times Lakeside World Champion Lisa Ashton, and she will play...
Number 9.
Either number 9, Australia's Kim Mitchell, or...
Number 21.
From the Netherlands, Priscilla Steenbergen. And finally, in the ladies' draw, we have the number 6 seed debutante, the only debutante that's a seed, which is Wendy Harper of New Zealand, and she will play
Number 11.
Either England's Kirsty Hutchinson, finalist last year, of course, or
Number 23.
23, which is Japan's Mayumi Uchi. And that completes your ladies' draw. We now move to the draw for the boys for the 2023 WDF Lakeside World Championships. 4 boys in the draw. We have Hungary, Germany, Ireland, and the Netherlands all represented. So it is an open draw. All 4 balls are in the bag. Trina and Scott are drawing alternately. That was the word I was looking for. So, Trina, first.
Number 1.
Number 1 is the Hungarian Andras Borbeli. He's won 12 youth titles, and he's actually won a senior title as well. And he will play...
Number 3.
Which is the Irishman Adam D, who has 2 WDF youth titles to his name. And the second of our semi-finals, we'll see number 2, which is the German Mats Theobald. And he should play
Number 4.
which is Bradley van der Velden of the Netherlands. So that completes your boys' draw for the World Championships. Okay, the final draw that we make today is the 2023 WDF Lakeside World Championship for the girls. There are 2 girls in the draw. Very simply, they will play each other in the final, but we just do the draw to decide who will be throwing for the bull in the practice room before the game first. So we have the 2 girls are Cristina Churai of Hungary and Aurora Fogesato from Italy. And Trina is going to draw the first ball, which is number 2. Sorry, Trina, I was taking your role. Which is Aurora Fogesato from Italy. And
That must mean I've got number 1.
Which indeed is Cristina Churai from Hungary. Worth mentioning, of course, that means that Hungary are represented in all 4 tournaments, the only country to be represented in all 4. So well done to Hungary. That completes the draw for the 2023 WDF Lakeside World Championships. So with the draw now completed, we're going to take a look at 1 or 2 of the ties. And I'm going to ask both Trina and Scott. I know I mentioned to this before we sat down. Who did you think could go a decent way, a long way in the tournament? Trina, should we start with the ladies? What were your 2 choices? I think you were looking to make.
Yeah. Well, you can't exclude Bo. Bo's a current champion. She's going to want to hold on to that. And you know she's been playing so well this year, and you know you'd be a fool to bet against her. But
tough draw though, right?
It is a tough draw.
Lorraine Hyde or Laura Turner, whichever one comes through that game will play against.
It is a tough draw, yeah. Lorraine and Laura, I mean they've both been playing well on the PDC Women's Series this year as well. So yeah, that's going to be a tough one.
Tougher than it could have been, given some of those. Yeah, Lorraine has been playing well, and Laura plays down at my county in Hampshire and has been doing well as well. So, interesting. And who is the second lady that you picked?
Lisa Ashton. I'm going to go for Lisa. Yeah, I think she's again had another good season. So
she's come off of an operation. How do you, I know you know Lisa really well. How's that gone? Do you know?
Yeah, it's gone really well. So you know,
she'll be fighting fit,
she's
ready
healing.
for the second.
She'll be ready. She'll make sure she's ready.
And Lisa's drawn either Kim Mitchell or Priscilla Steenberg, and because Priscilla last year was a debutante, came in really late and did really well. I think she got quarterfinals last year. So.
Again, Priscilla's been playing well on the tour again. So I don't know much about Kim, to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's you know that's going to be a tough draw as well.
Scott?
Well, I went with Bo. Just spent a week with Bo at the World Cup, and I just find her totally amazing. I haven't really spent any time with her before that, and what a lovely individual person, and I think that she has what it takes to win it again and go back to back. But my second pick would probably be Rhiannon Sullivan, because I really think that she has the game in the big moments. She really does. You know, the big moments don't faze her, and I think if she can get herself in the right frame of mind, she could go on and win it too.
So Rhianna's drawn Suzanne Smith or Victoria Monaghan, the winner from there as her first round game, if you like, or her first game of the tournament. Interestingly, though, look at the seedings make a lot of difference here. So Bo and Rhianna are in the same half, along with Dieter and Anka in that top half, whereas Eileen and Lisa are in the bottom half of the draw. So we can't have a Bo versus Rhiannon final, but we could have a Bo versus Lisa or a Rhiannon versus Lisa final, given your choices. So plenty to look out for on the ladies.
Plenty to look out for.
Good stuff. What about the men then? So 2 names. We're going to start with Scott this time?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. What gives you time to think?
Yeah, it does.
I'm a big Andy Barton's fan. I think the way that he plays, once he gets hold of you, he doesn't let you go usually. And I think he's done his apprenticeship. He's been around for a little while now.
Yeah.
Number 1 seed. I think he's number 1 seed, and I've not picked him because he's number 1 seed. I think it's kind of coming to the point where possibly it's his time.
Yeah.
He's been around long enough now. He knows the game well enough. We'll see, but I just it's just a name that I do like the way that he plays.
Tricky opponent that Scott Marsh Sebastian Bieleczki, which the winner of that is the one that Andy will play. And if I remember right, so he's the number one. Gary Stone at 16 seed means they would meet in the 16 as well. And Gary Stone's been playing really well as well. So
well, that's a massive game. Scott Marsh and Bieleczki before him, before they get to him. So he'll sit back in his armchair and watch that one with interest, I'm sure.
Very much so. And second choice?
I've gone with Leonard Gates. He's a late one in. Yep. But he's had such a good year on the World Seniors Darts Tour, and he just seems to lap those big moments up. Nothing really seems to
it's the
get
dancing
to him.
that does it, isn't it? When he comes on and starts dancing.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's what's between his ears, not what's at his feet. I just think that he just enjoys those big moments. He enjoys playing on TV, and as an outsider that wasn't a seed, I think it was an easy choice for me.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that. As a non-seed, of course, whilst we've been talking about the ladies that are waiting for a game to be played, Leonard will be playing in across the first weekend. He's drawn Brian Corbett, the New Zealand qualifier. The winner of that goes on to play last year's finalist, Thibaut Tricol. So whichever goes through from Leonard and Brian, I'm guessing Thibaut will be sitting there thinking, oh, that could have been easier.
It's turned into a big part of the draw, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And a big swing in sort of in the draw, whichever those games go.
Yeah. So Trina, your two against the field?
I'd also agree with Scott with Leonard Gates.
Both of you going for a non-seed, yeah.
Well,
great.
because of the fact, like Scott said, he's had such a good time on the seniors tour. He's done really well, and if he can take that form into Lakeside, I think he's got a really good chance.
Yeah.
My second would be James Hurrell, because James he's playing really well at the moment. Notice, so again, if he can carry that through, I think he's got a good chance as well.
So he plays the winner of Jordan Brooks or Dennis Nielsen. So, again, look, there are no easy draws, right? Once you get to Lakeside, and there are so many debutants as we talked about. But Jordan and Dennis have both been there before, so they've got a bit of experience. So, an interesting one.
Yes, very.
We shouldn't, of course, leave out the champion. Neither of you picked Neil Duff, which I don't know whether I'm surprised or not surprised. Neil's just won a tournament of the weekend, playing well. Your champions that have been back to defend, what's it like for Neil and for Bo to go back to defend?
It's a lovely place to go back. I enjoyed every second of going back as the champion. The pressure is different.
Yeah.
There's no two ways about it. But you've got to go and enjoy it. You've got to go enjoy the moment of coming back in, because you don't know how many times in your life you'll ever walk back in. Some do it 10 times and show off. For me, it was just the once, and I enjoyed every part of the week that I went back as champion.
What do you think, Trina?
Yes, it is a very memorable place, Lakeside, and Neil. I didn't exclude him. Same as what Bo's going to. He's current world champion. He's gonna want to hold on to that, and he'll be doing his best. And like you say, he has played well, but just them two stick out for me.
I think, to be honest, he'll thank us for not picking him.
It could be the case.
It could be the case that he'll thank us for not picking him. Yeah.
And Neil will play Moreno, Blumore, Gavel, Takat. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. There's the views of our expert panel, 10 times world champion and a 1 times world champion, giving us their views. We thank you for joining us for the 2023 Lakeside World Championship draw. You can get your tickets at eventbrights.co.uk. The championships are the 2nd through to the 10th of December, and we'd love to see you at the home of World Darts, the Lakeside.